Yes.
So today we are going to talk about the identity stores. So first, let me talk about what is an identity store. Identity store is basically a database that can be used to authenticate a user's or an endpoint credential. It's just a database where you will enter the name of the users within your company. Okay, so that they can authenticate. Let's just see. The identity store can be your internal database, means within ISE. Second one is your external database.
Internal database and external database.
External database. So let's talk about the internal database first. To talk about internal, Cisco ISE has an internal user database can be used as an internal identity store for local authentication and authorization policies.
That Cisco ISE server we can like synchronize with the Cisco Prime as well.
Yes.
Yeah, because in my network environment, I seen that when I am going in the Cisco Prime console, I will see that ISE is synchronized with the Cisco system.
Yes, yes. So any internal user account configured then are associated with defined user identity group. Okay. That sets internal account be created. But actually say that, let's suppose So you got this idea, like Cisco ISE is an internal user database, which is used as internal identity store, means for local authentication. Also, for example, if I talking about myself, this is UniNets, and I am an employee. So I will be referred to a particular group. So any internal user account configured then associated with defined user identity group. Are you getting it?
No. Can
No.
you repeat again?
Let suppose this is an ICE. There are different people. Like I am a trainer, so I created a group called trainer, in which all the trainer groups are added into this group.
Okay. Oh, it's you talk about the profiling.
Yes. And this profiling, no, you can say that. You can say that like grouping. Like if I talk like for easy management.
Yeah, easy management. Like so, for example, we can create group like iPhone user group, Android user group.
Yes. Yes.
In the ICE, right? And the wireless and wired, and who can access through the Windows device, who can access through the Apple iOS device, that kind of group we can create in the ICE.
Yes, you can say that.
Okay.
But that was part of the endpoint. Okay, so this was for the user. So next we are coming on the endpoint only. The second type of internal identity store used in Cisco ISE and Cisco ACS is called the internal endpoint database. This is what your endpoint. You're talking about like Windows devices, na? So those devices are coming to category of endpoint.
Okay. Like all servers.
Like like devices, operating systems, those come into endpoint, and user we created for the like employee user, sales employees, IT employees.
Oh,
that come into the user groups.
Okay, understand.
So it is used to store information about all the endpoint devices that are connected to the ISE infrastructure. Okay, so let me try to see. Okay, let's go to the racks of UniNet. You can see CSAS and power on. second. CCI, other 1, 2, 3. Let me check the application status. Always check the application status first, okay? If status is not up, your thing won't work in GUI mode. It will take some time. See the application server not running. So whenever you have this type of problems coming, things are not working, just try to restart the command using application. Then you can either configure, remove, reset, start, or stop the application. Just start the application name. This is the host name we entered yesterday. ISE. Just enter it. So till then, is starting this, discuss it more about the identity store. Okay. Now come to the external identity store. External, as the name suggests, identities stored that are not on the local database. Means Cisco ISE deployment will connect to the external identity store. Identity, instead of store we can use source, identity store, source, to verify the username and password credential for authentication policies. Or you can just say that like your database connected to some external ADs. Okay, means your database, user database not configured on the ISE. You have connected some either an AD or LDAP server or anything that is outside the ISE. Means client will go to the ISE. ISE will send the request to the AD. AD will give back the username password, and then it will authenticate. Okay. This is about the external identity store. This is the example. Like example, it can be your Active Directory or Radius token or RSA secure. We'll talk about these. We'll definitely do these practicals on our when we start doing practicals on ISE. We'll connect to the IDs and check the status. Initialization still take the time. Start the management PC. Let me try to find the IP on 16.21. Try to take the SSH 92.168.21. Organize admin. CCI as a 123. Applications status ISE. Still initializing. Let me see you. What if is still initializing? You will get this error. Try to open it. Taking GUI. So whenever you see your communication is there, but you can take the GUI. Always check the application status in this case. Means if your application status is not initialized or still initialized, you want.
That's why it's showing like that on the browser, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that means the application is not ready for that.
Not ready for. Still initializing because we can ping. We can ping easily. We can take the SSH session, but still we cannot.
Yeah, we can ping it that. Yes. Yeah. Once that initialization is done,
yes,
then we can access through the GUI.
Installation. Now let's move forward. We'll check it again. So now comes the main part of your for .1x means EAP over LAN, or you can say that as a EA port. Either okay. So we are talking about the what is EA port. EA port means extendable authentication protocol. Extensible authentication protocol. It is authentication framework. It is an authentication framework that defines the transport and usage of identity credential.
App over LAN. App over. What is that actually? App over LAN extensible authentication protocol. Okay.
EAPOL means over a LAN server. Means you are connected to your wired devices. LAN means you are wired.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So it means I will show you with a helper diagram. Okay, let me explain it more. Then I will explain you with diagram. Flow diagram. So what exactly EAP does? EAP encapsulates the user name, password, certificates, tokens, your one-time password equal as OTP, with the client is sending for authentication process.
I have a question here. This ISE server authenticate the MAC address, right?
Both MAC address as well as IP.
IP, right? So, so for example, in my environment, the whole environment on the ISE, right? All port is configured with the authentication. So, my colleagues using the dock station, I have as well the dock station. So that we are connecting with the both LAN and wireless. Whatever we like to use, we can connect with both. So sometimes I am using my colleague's dock station, right?
Okay.
So when he is not in the office, I am using my laptop on that dock station. But that one should be stop my whatever if it authenticate the port, then when I am using my laptop over there, then ISE doesn't want to allow me to access my application and my laptop, right?
Okay, means you are saying that you guys are sitting just next to each other, and one is connected with your LAN cable, another with your SSID.
Yeah, with the ISE server.
With the ISE. Here's the ISE.
Right. Yeah. So sometimes I am using my colleague's cube.
Okay.
Even I am using his dock station as well, but still that ISE still that port is allow me to access that all the application.
Means when you're trying, means maybe your endpoint MAC address is bind to the ISE.
मतलब मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि मेरा भी क्यूब है मेरा, तो समटाइम्स जब मेरा फ्रेंड नहीं आता है जॉब पे, तो मैं उसका डॉक स्टेशन यूज करता हूँ. तो वहां पे मुझे अगर आइस ऑथेंटिकेशन होता है पूरे नेटवर्क में, तो मैं किसी का डेस्क यूज नहीं कर सकता ना. अगर मैं यूज करने जाऊँ तो वो मुझे ब्लॉक करेगा ना.
अगर आप मींस अगर आपका ऑथेंटिकेशन यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड होता है, अगर आपको पता है तो वो डेटाबेस में है, तो इट वॉन्ट बी अ प्रॉब्लम. ऐसा कुछ वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं देगा. क्योंकि वो अपना इंटरनेट डेटाबेस से करेगा. मींस वो आपका यूजर नेम पासवर्ड एंड पॉइंट ऐसा हो सकता है कि मींस अगर आप आज विंडोज कर रहे हो, क्या पता कल आप मैक करो, तो लेकिन यूजर नेम पासवर्ड तो आपका सेम रहेगा, आपका एंड पॉइंट चेंज हो रहा है. तो वो इतना वो नहीं करेगा. क्योंकि आपका इधर क्या होता है कि या तो .1x होता है, एक वो होती है, आपको एक वे होता है. मींस पहले आपका फर्स्ट वो चेक करेगा यूजर नेम, एक फ्लो ग्राफ होता है. फर्स्ट या तो यूजर नेम पासवर्ड करेगा, फिर उसके बाद मैप करेगा. मींस आई कैन से दैट I will talk this about the after end of the all the things. Means your flow diagram. First it will check your framed, means your username password. Then it will check the map. Then like an ACL, first it will check the line number 1, line number 2, 3.
तो और वैसे भी हो सकता है ना कि मतलब पूरे यूजर के जो भी मतलब आईपी हो गए वो सेम सबनेट के हो गए, राइट? तो वो सबनेट पूरे मतलब अलाउ हो गए आइस पे भी.
हाँ
तो अगर कोई डिफरेंट सबनेट वाला मतलब मैं बाहर से मेरा लैपटॉप लेके जाके अगर मैं कंपनी में कनेक्ट मेरे घर का लैपटॉप कंपनी में जाके कनेक्ट करता हूँ तो वो क्रेडेंशियल मैच नहीं करेगा,
यस
क्योंकि ये आइस तो एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी से भी कॉन्फ़िगर होता है,
यस
मतलब एलडेप भी कॉन्फ़िगर
एलडैप भी होती
आइस से कर सकते हैं। तो लाइक वॉट एवर द यूजर नेम एंड पासवर्ड
है।
we configure in the active directory, that same ICE will be authenticated as well.
Yes, if it's external database, yeah, it will. First, request come to the ICE, then ICE will check the if external database there. It will send
Mm-hmm.
to the your either your AD or your LDAP server.
Mm-hmm.
Then AD and LDAP will give the reply for, and ICE will take action according to it to the user.
Okay.
This is what happened when you're connected to the external database.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe if you are internal, it will perform this. Maybe first check the frame, then if not matching, then it will check the map, then it will check the outbound or login connection. So there is also a packet flow like this. So you can change this rules. You can help with either you can change first. It can change the map or frame. You can change it in the ICE only if it's using the internal database. We will discuss it as class will go on. We will discuss all the points.
Okay.